everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. Guys, we're in 5v5, we're in match 2. I won my first one by a pretty significant margin. My opponent actually did attack, but it wasn't that successful. They failed a ton of attacks. They couldn't get through my bottom zone, they barely got through my top zone, barely beat my ships. So they never even got to see the Galactic Legends in the back that I had, so that was good. And now we're facing someone who they traditionally put 3 Galactic Legends on defense. I was pretty excited to face them, and I guess I will show you guys how it goes. So real quick though. I want to thank my patrons, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I could not do what I do without you. Truly, I really appreciate you guys. Alright, folks, here it is. Here is the map. So, we've got, in the bottom zone, they have Bastila lead with Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke. And for a while, I was like, I just assumed that there was Watt in there. You'd see Watt is actually in the squad below with Nute lead and no tanks. So kind of an interesting take on it. I'm not sure I approve of that Nute comp, but on the top, they have a pretty standard Rey team with the Hero Bros, etc. They have Geos, which are kind of slow, and then General Grievous squad with Droideka, which I have to say I'm always intrigued by that comp because I want to use Night Sisters. So first off, wanted to use Sith Eternal against this Jedi Master Luke team after I realized that there was not actually a Watt in there. I was like, oh yeah, we got this for sure. We can undersize it even. One thing I didn't expect, I just totally forgot. Plo is considered a tank, so he has the taunt at the start because of Basti's lead. It's just like a thing I always forget about that he has. So he had that, not a big deal, but that means that he started off linked instead of Jedi Master Luke, and he's not that fast. So watch how slowly my ultimate charge actually goes. It's pretty crazy. This battle takes a little bit of time. I think I've sped up a lot of my battles because they just took a while to get through. And even if some of them were well in hand, I'm not going to tell you whether or not they were, but even if they were, I still kind of needed to keep it moving because, if they take 3 or 4 minutes, you guys don't necessarily love watching me like try to just like eke out my banners or whatever. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. I won't presume to speak for you more than I just did. Anyways, this fight, I'm just kind of rambling here because there's not a huge amount of strategy to it. You want to put Link on probably the 2 fastest characters. Maybe like the one character who might do the most damage, or the 2 characters really. So really, what I was thinking was, you know what? I don't really want Plo to be the one who's linked. I don't really care about him. Luke definitely, and maybe Jedi Master Luke, though he's kind of in a weird spot where I don't care as much. I figured maybe Barriss would make things more difficult, actually. So remember, whoever we're linking are the people who we're going to automatically kill once we hit our ultimate, which we still don't have after 2 minutes, which is bizarre. One other thing I do want to point out as well is for a while I was only hitting Basti because she's the only one who didn't have retribution, because she hands out that battle meditation, and that means that people can hit you back. I didn't want to get all the counters and stuff. I just didn't need that madness in my life. So yeah, as you can see, we're just barely, now we're finally primed to finally put the ultimate up. So pop the ultimate after half the battle's already over, which is pretty bizarre for Sith Eternal, especially when he's in his lead. So use the ultimate power thing, and now okay, we're speeding things up. Okay, I didn't speed the battle up until now apparently. So notice how he's focusing Nihilus, and every time I think Nihilus is going to die, he doesn't, because he has all that additional health from annihilating Plo. And eventually, of course, he did die right after I said I didn't think he would. I didn't say it at the right time because I didn't let the suspense build, but this is a pretty interesting fight. I don't really... This is a pretty weird team. Like, if you're going to use Basti lead with Jedi Master Luke, probably want to just put Watt in there too. Anyways, 56, and we got rid of 2 really good characters. So now we have to take down this team on the bottom, and, you know, it's the Nute team with Watt on it. And I'm not that great with Geos. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I don't want to get hit back by Wampa. I don't want to get hit back by Nute. I want to get rid of all this stealth madness. Remember that if Watt is in the party and you kill a Separatist, Watt can revive them. And I don't want to throw the guys I was on the stream with under a bus. Like, they're good dudes. They told me to kill Dooku first. And like, my initial thought was like, well, why don't I just kill Watt? Like, let's just kill Watt, and then I don't have to worry about revives. And they were like, no, just kill Dooku. Like, you'll be good. Just kill Dooku. You're fine. You don't want to have to deal with him. So, like a good, obedient lad that I am, I destroyed Dooku. I smote my enemy on the mountaintop. Oh wait, that's not what they said. Something like that. It's a Lord of the Rings quote. You guys can go watch Lord of the Rings yourself if you want. Anyway, so I need to get ability block on Water. He's just going to give us the business. And you'll note that everyone is dazed. We got a double daze from AoE from Nest, then Wampa, so that's pretty rough. Got to pay the extortion. We've got to cleanse. This is the perfect time to cleanse here and heal a little bit. Didn't manage to apply ability block though, and so hello again, Dooku. Good to see you again. To my companions who advised me to go a separate route, I have only spite in my heart. No, I don't know where these words are coming from, guys, but I don't actually have spite in my heart. I have room for other things too. So, anyways, we're trying to hit Wampa. The real key here, guys, the real key here is we need to make sure we're gonna kill Nest. She's pretty tough, but we need to make sure, like, Spike can one-shot her, but if we're hitting Nest all the time, then her protection builds so high that we can't actually, like, make anything work. And so, like, once she gets her protection to a certain point, then Spy isn't going to be able to kill her, is essentially what it is. And so, just gotta be hitting Nest. You know, Nute is in his little exile thing that he's doing, which is fine, I guess, but we just need... so here's the thing. I don't want to build that protection to a ridiculous level. I just can't afford to do that. It's impossible, in fact, to justify that, because, like, it grows exponentially. Like, it isn't just like it adds just a small amount of protection every time. Every time she takes a hit, her protection goes up dramatically higher. You know, and it is literally exponential. So now she took a turn, so I was hitting her for a little bit. So she took a turn. She cleared her protection, and finally we got her down. So 54. I kind of hate that I had to use Geos there. People said it was a good idea. Honestly, I don't think Geos was the best choice there, but we got through it. 54. We got to be efficient though. And in the back, no GL. I was expecting Supreme Leader Kylo. No Supreme Leader Kylo. So, anyways, we got to go to the top. Got to kill this Rey team. And here was my clickbait thumbnail. Notice that we've sped everything up now. Probably most of the videos are going to be a little faster. So, anyways, put the weapons tech on Vader. And I needed Piet here because I used Traya with my Sith Eternal team. So Piet needed to be able to dispel L3. And before that, though, so notice how I threw at Finn. I didn't expect to kill him. And that's kind of a strategy I've been employing lately. Like you do your initial saber throw at Finn just to get his protection down, so that next time you have him available, you can saber toss him with the bigger stacks that he's got, and you can take him out. So here was a mistake that I made, guys. You can't see it. I'm not going to try to rewind, but I put the mark on the on Shore Trooper, which just isn't the optimal choice, frankly. What I needed to do, I needed to clear that taunt from L3 so that I could fracture Rey. So, anyways, Thrawn was able to pass the turn back to Piet, but now Thrawn is like in a race with Rey. Anyways, meanwhile, Vader gets a turn. He throws the saber. He manages to get a kill, so he gets another turn, does some damage to Poe. And now we don't want to hit Poe again because he'll go into damage immunity. I'd rather just be able to take him out entirely. Anyways, if Rey does go into her ultimate here, like it gets a lot more sketchy. Like it gets way more problematic, in fact. So I was really glad that my mistake didn't cost me too much. Managed to get the fracture in on time, and this has actually ended up helping me a little bit, as you'll see in a minute. So here, Rey's got 9 stacks right now, and now she's got 12 plus the speed down, so that's 13 stacks. I figured I'd try. I was gonna say a nice even 500k, but that's not actually what happened. Now we're going super speed because you guys. I hope you guys aren't in suspense whether I can actually kill these guys or not. In fact, there's a tiny bit of suspense just because if we get crazy, weird RNG, I don't know. I don't even know if RNG would help them. In fact, like, Vader can reduce turn meter, so that's. I did almost fracture someone who was in damage immunity. Okay, and that would have actually done it. So, guys, this requires just a tiny bit of explanation. So, I'm using my bounty hunters against Geos. So you need to have Bosk and Grief at higher speeds. You need Bosk to be faster than Grief. So what's going to happen is you need to get your contract under Aurra Seeing Lead. My Aurra is gear 10 here. And so what's going on is with her contract, it's whenever you have a unit who is buffed take an action, then you get 10% of your contract. So what you need to do, you have burst attacks from Grief and Bosk available. So Bosk, if he calls a mass assist, it'll only do 4 assists, so that'll be 4. That's fine. What you want to do, you want to taunt with him, and then that'll give him Frenzy. Then Grief, who is 309 speed, Bosk is 310. They don't have to be quite that fast. They have to be faster than Brood Alpha and all the other Geos. But once you get Bosk to go, he gets Frenzy. Grief calls a mass assist, and that'll get you 50% of your turn meter. Bosk will get another turn because of Frenzy, and his friend or his ally used special, so he gets a bonus turn immediately. He calls a mass assist. That's immediately gets your contract. By that point, Mandalorian should have been able to get at least 1 crit in and boosted his own turn meter to be able to go. Then he can target who he wants with Hunter's Mark and kill Brood Alpha, and then it's over. The real question being, can you get away without Spy killing anyone? So, there we go. We got the taunt. We have the Frenzy from Bosk. Now we call the mass assist. I take a minute to. I haven't used this team for a while, not for like a month. I used it a lot in the last 5v5, but 3v3 it just didn't feel as reliable. So I tried to remember which one was the mass assist. So there we go. We got 50% of the contract. Bosk gets a bonus turn because of Frenzy, and he can actually target someone else because we got rid of the Brute's taunt apparently. And so now we're just shooting the soldier because may as well, I guess. The big thing is, okay, so now I took Boba here instead of Jango, so I could do an AoE, and if I could do the AoE with ability blocks, so now see Spy can only do a normal hit. Now we gotta be careful. Okay, so we got the Disintegrate on Brood Alpha, so they don't have a shared health pool anymore. Now, like the battle's won, like they're not gonna beat us, but now the question is, will Spy be able to take enough turns that she can just one-shot someone? And you can see Spy just got a turn, so we got to be careful. The other question is, why do I keep calling Spy she? Like, for some reason, I just keep doing it, and I'm not sure if there's like an actual like lore reason, or if I just like somehow instinctively am doing it. So you guys can let me know. That is a huge question though. So just trying to kill everyone before the next turn Spy gets, unless I can get an ability block on Spy again somehow. Spy's going to be able to one-shot someone. So we need to kill these guys before. Like, there's no way to dispel it, and there is a little bit of bad luck. We didn't get the ability block applied, and somehow Spy managed to not kill Boskin. Look at his health or his protection recovery. It's just like immediately back to 100%. It was down to health, and yeah, just funny. So I don't know how he survived it, but that was pretty sweet. And it's like a high relic Spy. It's like a relic 7 Spy. So who knows what happened there. Anyways, we've got this Grievous team. I decided to take my Jedi Knight Revan with Jedi Knight Luke here. I wanted to save Jedi Master Luke for something else later, I supposed. So just trying to kill this team. I wanted to use Night Sisters, but it's like I've already been kind of inefficient a little bit here and there, and I've got a ton of really good teams. Like, why would I risk Night Sisters, really? Like, what is there like an actual like business reason, or is it just like pleasure? And I mean, it's fun to do that, but why risk it, honestly? So we're taking the team that we know can beat them. Without Basti though here, without her lead, Jedi just kind of melts pretty quick. So we got to be careful. Like, we triggered Savior at the same time as he killed Grandmaster Yoda. So already we've triggered Savior, and Jolie's already down his revive. So we've got to be careful here a little bit at least. And I believe that we were raided right about this time, so I kind of lost my focus a bit. I was like, hey, what's up, guys? Watch as we try to melt this team. I did get the mark on Grievous. And man, Jedi Knight Luke, he's relic 8 now. He just destroys people. So now we come to the interesting problem of trying to do banner recovery. It's not that interesting. So we need to get our health up. We need to get protection up. With Jedi Revan, we can assist and be able to do it. Be able to recover 20% of each. So I did manage to recover quite a bit. 58 banners here is fine. So far, one shot's looking good. We just have that Bounty Hunter team and Night Sisters in the back, which are not that problematic. We've killed 2 Galactic Legends. I spent a while trying to figure out which Bounty Hunters I wanted to, which clones I wanted to take. I did the math. I think I could have gone in with just 3 total characters. Like, I could have left ARC Trooper out. But I just decided, like, I wanted a little bit more security. I don't know. There was a good reason. I don't remember now. Dear Lord. Maybe I did need a 4th. I wanted to undersize, but I didn't want... I don't know, guys. I truly don't remember. I wasn't even drinking. So Dengar does his FU AoE, tries to steal some banners. And he might succeed. Who knows? I had hoped to just be able to one-shot everything. As was 60, I only dropped 1 banner for protection. Pretty good. And now we get to use Mon Mothma against Night Sisters. And you'll note that everyone is getting stunned. Once they get stunned, unless you heal everyone up, unless you get rid of their plague, they can't actually dispel anything. Mon Mothma can't dispel. So we've got K2 and Hoth Rebel Soldier just out and down and out for the count. Or whatever word I should have used there. Okay, so we're killing Spirit first. I have to kill Spirit first, and everyone's stunned, man. Everyone's stunned. It's nerve-wracking. Talzin calls a mass assist, almost kills my Hoth Rebel Soldier. So I did my mass heal against my co-streamer's will. They wanted me to just save that in case someone died, but I was like, you know what, I need to heal I need to heal everyone up so plague goes away so I can actually cleanse. Because every time someone takes a turn, Mothra dispels someone, but she can't dispel them if there's plague on them. So that's kind of the moral of the story here, guys. You need to be able to kill. You need to be able to heal here in order to get rid of plague and get rid of your stuns. So this is a Asajj lead though, and so they're hitting harder. They're doing a lot of good things. They're reducing our turn meter, but once we kill old Daka, then it's game over. Now, note something else. I have healing immunity from Cassian here, which is key, because otherwise old Daka is going to just heal herself, and it's going to be impossible to kill her. Note how long it's taken to kill old Daka. Like, it took a lot of rounds of shooting at her, because everyone just hits pretty weakly. And she's thick. I forget what relic level she was, but she was really strong. So, anyways, once you kill old Daka, then you gotta kill Talzin, because after Talzin's gone, because it's not Talzin lead, now they don't have a way to revive. So, anyways, they did have a kind of weak Night Sister Spirit. I wonder if it would have been way differently, or it would have gone way differently if their Night Sister Spirit had been like Relic 7 or something. I really don't know. I did love that they had a really thick zombie though, because every time I tried to kill zombie, or had to hit zombie and dispel, then it didn't actually matter, because zombie was like, I didn't supercharge Asajj, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So got a pretty even 60 banners there. I think I would have liked to try that with Pow instead of Biston. Honestly, I think that maybe Pow would have been stronger, but one way or another. Okay, so here's one I thought I had on lockdown. I have Relic, Gar Saxon, and Imperial Super Commando. I was like excited to try my luck against this team. So I'm like, this is the new comp. You have Vader come in. This is the comp that I think you use to take down Negotiator, which, like, it's really consistent once you get enough relic levels. I'm not quite there yet, actually, even though my TIE Fighter pilot is relic 6 with all of his 6Es and everything. So I debated for a little bit, trying to decide, do I try for a target lock? Because if I get target lock, then TIE Bomber taunt, which is what we want, or do I do my Foresight? So I wanted Foresight here so that when Falcon went and did its AoE, which it did, then it would feed turn meter to me. Now, I didn't anticipate Gauntlet dying nearly that fast, and he clearly did. So that wasn't fun. So it's like, who do we bring in? Like, Vader's tie is nice. We probably need Shuttle, though, to heal us a little bit. Get rid of that protection dampening effect from the Y-Wing. And, okay, so we got Biggs down. Now we have target lock on someone to make TIE Bomber taunt, but then they immediately dispelled it. And, things are looking fiasco-ish, guys. Like, it's not looking great, honestly. Like, look at all the debuffs they've got, ability block everywhere. There's a ton of rebel ships. They're taking a ton of turns. And I don't have taunt on TIE Bomber as often as I would like. I'm not even killing their tanks, doing damage. They're healing. Get Vader in. I'm like, okay, at least I can get target lock and make it stick. But then there's a tank I have to shoot. They're also, the other problem is, they're all really hard-hitting rebels. And so, do I really want my TIE Bomber to take all of that aggro? It's just a mess. Finally, Shuttle gets another turn, manages to finally heal Bomber. So at that point, I was like, maybe we've got this. But I mean, it was looking bad for a while, and it's still not looking great, frankly. Like, I was like, okay, well, things are looking good. Oh, now Shuttle's dead, and now everyone's in stealth. And I want target lock to stick on someone, so I didn't kill the ghost quite as early as I wanted to. And now they get a turn. Like, I think I played it poorly as well. Probably should have killed Ghost earlier. Okay, so TIE Bomber's gone, and now TIE Advanced is gone. So what do we have? We have TIE Fighter. That's what we have. With like almost no health. And we have Ebon Hawk in reserve. That's what we've got. So I was like, alright, maybe my TIE Fighters will kill someone. Didn't kill everyone. Couldn't even target the Falcon. I did have the foresight up, though, so at least I managed to dodge, get some turn meter on my capital ship. Ebonhawk came in, dispelled everything, killed Falcon, and phew, 54. Like holy balls, guys. I don't think it gets much closer. Did you see how close TIE Fighter pilot was to dead? Oh my gosh. So now we've got Raddus here. We've got another Mon Calamari cruiser to dispatch. So it's like, who do I stun? And I made a mistake here. I think the idea is we want to stun the Falcon. I think that's who you want to stun, actually, with Sunfac. So that was a mistake on my end. I totally should have just done that. Normally I'd play well in fleets. I kind of misplayed a lot here, though. So did my AoE, but they had 2 foresights up, so I only got foresight on one of them. Shoot my buzz droids, try to spread them out, and the Falcon dodged. Like, what the hell? And then I used my one shot from Sunfac to hit Resistance Pilot. And of course it dispelled that one buzz droid. Everyone assisted, but it didn't kill the pilot. So once again, things are looking fiasco-ish, guys. Like, no lie. I can play better than this, I think. I hope. I hope that you're watching this channel because you believe that too. But the truth is, it's just looking really ugly right now. So I finally managed to kill Resistance Pilot, which is probably the least important of the Resistance chips, honestly. I was like, you know what? They're doing so much damage. I've just gotta try to bring someone in. So I'll use the spy big hit to get double assists because there's buzz droids on everyone. So the spy calls the assists on everyone, and then the buzz droids call the assist on everyone. So I managed to just one-shot the Falcon, which was huge. Killed my Vulture. And so that's another 3 banners gone. Great. And starting to look a little bit more achievable at this point, though. Who knows what ship that was? Okay, Ebonhawk. I was like, I don't even remember what ship that was, but they're all stealth. You can't see them. So, knocked Ebonhawk down, and then killed Wedge, which was random that he's in there. 61 banners. I felt like it was a lot closer than that. So, started off really strong with squads and ended a little bit with a whimper there on fleets, if we're being honest. So, anyways, that's how it went. Now, guys, let's transition. I can show you once the transition screen goes, you'll see the final results. Once I finally find this. Okay, here we go. You ready? Are you ready? Alright, and here are the results. My opponent did attack. Sometimes he doesn't attack, actually, so I was excited when he did attack. So my front zone, he'd used 3 to get through Luke, which immediately meant I probably won. I don't think, like, minus 30 banners, I think that he'd have to get a perfect 60 all the way across and a perfect 66 on both fleets to tie me. So he did manage to one-shot Darth Revan, not sure what he used. Didn't touch my Galactic Legends, and then one-shot my Beskar team and called it quits. So my thought is, in looking at the Prime bot history, I think he killed the Beskar team, and then he killed these 2 teams, and then he saw the Galactic Legends and just noped out. He was like, I can't win. So, I mean, he took 3 to get through Luke. It is what it is. So, anyways, I got the win, 2-0 this season so far. I had a perfect season last one, so, and then actually had a pretty good win streak going through my last season. I wonder if I'm at like 20 wins consecutive. I don't even know what my record is, so it doesn't really matter. But just trying to stay afloat, trying to, if I can get a perfect record, that will be great. 12-0 while we wait for more Mandalorian stuff, and impending, we're going to get more Galactic Legends soon. My guess is next month we'll get an announcement. And if we don't get an announcement about Galactic Legends next month, I will be very surprised. We might even get one this month, who knows. But one way, guys, I'm excited. This has been a great Grand Arena. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.